I've already shuffled, and we'll be taking a look at the present time. We'll take a look at how your person sees you, how you see them, and why it's happening. Just remember, the roles can be switched. They can be reversed. They see you could actually be you see them. So keep that in mind. And yeah, so we'll get started. So Taurus, what I'm picking up is the overall energy for this reading is that this could be you or someone coming towards you, or the person you're dealing with wants to come out on top, wants to be the last person standing. Someone wants to be a winner. Basically, someone wants to feel like they've won. Yeah, so let's get into the reading and let's see what that's all about. So for the present time, we got the Seven of Wands, and it's with the Eight of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands, it's likely to find that in any sort of competitive situation that you come out on top. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands. Now, things should be going well. You should be feeling really good, and any projects that you're working on, they should be moving right along. You may still have some regular moments of self-doubt. But now is really the time to feel the fear and do it anyway. Also, don't hesitate to make where you stand clear to people, because your thinking is clear, and you're likely to help someone out by spelling things out for them. Also, this card, it points to being independent and thinking for yourself. And it's paired with the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands, as you can see in the picture, a lot of things could be up in the air when you get this card in a reading. Now, you may be frustrated, tired of waiting, but this card is an indicator that you have to be patient a while longer. So you may already have done all that you can. Now decisions, they must be made by other people. So when this card appears, nothing seems to be moving ahead. But don't try to force things, because that could backfire on you. Speaking metaphorically, sometimes our actions, they're all in the wrist. All you can do is put your best out there and see where it lands. You put your best out there, and now you just have to wait. So, yeah, this Eight of Wands, when it talks about love and relationships, you're probably feeling ready for a committed relationship that doesn't seem to be forthcoming yet. Maybe things are just up in the air. Yeah, and like I said, it's with this Eight of Wands. So basically, it's with the Eight of Wands. So Seven of Wands and Eight of Wands, when they're paired together, it's basically saying that you could be waiting on something. Some important information. It's moving fast, but it's coming to you kind of slow because the wands are going upwards. And you're probably tired of waiting, but whatever this is, it looks like you want to come out on top of the situation. Or maybe you want to be the last person standing, last man standing. Whatever the situation is, but we'll get more clarity on this when we take a look at the rest of the reading. Now, if you're dealing with someone, they see you like the Five of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Now, the Five of Cups, it's a card that reminds us that where we put our focus in life, it has a great deal to do with the quality of our lives and how well they work for us. So you might find yourself asking, what will you choose to focus on? Or what are you going to choose to focus on? Are you going to cry over spilt milk, or are you going to focus on the milk that you still have and get on with things? What I'm trying to say is that it's important to watch where you put your focus and make sure that your focus is for your highest good. So they see you having some disappointment about them or this connection. You could also be feeling abandoned by this person. Now they see you also like the Ace of Swords. Now the Ace of Swords, it indicates new beginnings, possibly on several fronts. Sometimes this new beginning, it can be started by a separation of some kind, from a relationship, job, a neighborhood. Just know that as anxiety producing as such a new beginning can sometimes be, underneath it all is good, beneficial energy that's getting you to where you want to go. So this ace, it calls on us not to be afraid to take a leap if it's in our best interest. So they also see you needing to put a stop to something which will bring about a new beginning. So they see you facing some type of challenge, and you're having disappointment. Yeah. With this Five of Cups, a relationship you are in may have just ended or are about to start the process of ending with the Five of Cups. So you could be thinking about walking away. That's how they see you. And they see it's a challenge for you because you're going to have to put a stop to something, maybe this connection. And they see you possibly going off to a new beginning somewhere else. Or maybe you just put a stop to something in the connection and then it brings about a new beginning. Well, we'll clarify this more once we see what the rest of the reading is saying. So that's how they see you. Now let's take a look at how you see them. You see them like the Six of Swords and Justice. Now the Six of Swords, as you can see, it's a great time for travel if you can manage to get away. It can also indicate metaphorical movement, a change in where you are inwardly. Now usually this changes for the better, whether it's internal or external. It's about thinking about where you want to be. So the Six shows at least a slight reduction in stress and strain. Things may not be perfect, but they're going to be better than they have been in the recent past. So it's about taking this time to get your head above the water and decide where you're going from here. Even a short break or a change of scenery, it's going to be helpful, and this does not have to cost a lot of money. So you see them like the Six of Swords. They could be in the process of having problems solved with you, or you could see them as wanting to move to calmer waters with you. Some type of transition, necessary transition. Now, you also see them like this Justice. Now, Justice, it deals with the ideal of karma and law of cause and effect. So it's important to remember that not everything you're dealing with is a direct result of your own actions or karma. It is not. Sometimes you're called upon to deal with the results of the actions of someone you care about. So try not to blame yourself unnecessarily. Also, when you get the Justice card, if you're directly involved with a court case, it's likely to be resolved at least a large degree in your favor. That's just a little side note. So you see them as wanting clarity, truth with the Justice card here. They want to move into calmer waters. Yeah, this could be with you, or just move into a much calmer space. They're in the process of trying to solve some problems so that they can recover. Problems being solved, it brings recovery. So with the Justice card here, yeah, they feel that that's the best thing, that's the right thing to do. Yeah, with the Justice card, yeah, it brings clarity, truth, and they feel that that's how it's supposed to be. Just move into calmer waters. Now, let's take a look at why it's happening. It's happening because of the Ten of Wands and the Star card. Now, the Ten of Wands, as you can see in this picture, you could feel as though, or your person could feel as though they're carrying a heavy burden. As you can see, this man is walking forward, but he's actually about to fall backwards. So you might want to look hard at this and see if there are any ways that you might try to lighten your load, either literally or figuratively. If you look carefully, you could find that part of the burden you're carrying, it actually belongs to someone else. So it's going to be important for you to pace yourself and don't try to take on too much, because there's some difficulties here in this connection. This card, it signifies it's a hard place in a relationship, but it's with a star card. Star card it's about any grief of the past or any grief of what happened. It's released. It's gone. You'll find that you're feeling rather inspired, and you'll be feeling more hopeful about the future than you have in a while. You'll also feel more confident that your needs, whether these are emotional or financial, or it could be both, they're being met. Just know that nothing can be taken for granted, of course, but it's unlikely that your confidence is misplaced. Now, this can also be a spiritual card where you'll find that you're feeling at one with all of creation. So that's not a common feeling. So you might want to make sure to savor it. So this card is about rejuvenation, being hopeful and having a lot of faith. There's renewed hope with the star card here. But then we got a burden. Something is really difficult. So let's recap the reading so we can get the complete picture. Okay, so Taurus, for the present time, we talked about being the last man standing, wanting to be the winner. You come out on top, okay? We talked about that, and something is just not happening fast enough. Things are up in the air, and you're probably tired of waiting. Your person, they see you like probably trying to decide, should you focus on what's good in the connection, or should you move on and just cry over spilt milk, or just focus on what's good and get on with things. But they also know that you need to cut out something, and then it brings about some new beginnings with the Ace of Swords here. And then you see them as wanting to move in calmer waters, and you see them thinking that that's how it's supposed to be. And why it's happening, this is a hard place. There's something difficult about this connection. It's at a difficult period. There's some difficult times right now. But then the star card is hopeful. It's about being hopeful, inner clarity, renewed faith. So I'm picking up that your person, they see you as with this Five of Cups. You could be thinking about walking away. That's how they see you. And they see you thinking that if you cut out this connection, then you can get new beginnings in your life. That's how they could see that you're thinking. You'll end this connection, you could be thinking about it, and then they see you moving on to some new beginnings in great ways, or just new beginnings in your life. But so it looks like you might cut this person out, because there's a sword there, and then the Five of Cups is talking about relationship could be in the process of ending. So you get these new beginnings, and that's how they see you. But you see them as this person, they just want to be in a calmer situation, a much calmer space with you, and they just feel like it's the right thing to do. It's the best thing to do. It's the way it should be. They want to move into calmer waters. They don't want to fight. They're not looking for drama. They just want peace. whatever happens. And like I said, with justice there, they feel like that's the right thing to do. And because this connection has been a burden, maybe recently or just in the past, or maybe it's just got some heavy loads that you two have experienced in this connection. Now, it looks like I said, Taurus, when you do walk away, it brings about some new beginning. Now, just keep in mind the new beginnings, they may not happen right away because you got the Eight of Wands. Yeah. But it looks like you're going to come out on top. You'll be the winner of this situation. Yeah, you'll be the winner. And you'll be like the Star card. You'll be feeling hopeful about the future, rejuvenated. You'll have renewal or renewed hope and inner clarity. And you could be experiencing some miracles in your life. Yeah, some great big miracles, some beautiful miracles, as with the Star card here. And any grief that you had about this connection, it's released. Yeah, the burden that you experience, it's gone. And your new beginnings, they start in, like I said, because the Eight of Wands is there, you could be looking for something to happen right away, real fast. But it looks like you're going to have to just take your time with it. Even if it's just trying to figure out what you're going to do with this connection. But it's saying that you're just going to have to take your time with it because the Eight of Wands is there. But when you figure out what you're going to do, you get new beginnings, renewed hope, and you come out on top, like the last man standing. You become a winner. And your person, they, like I said, they just want to move on to calmer waters. They don't want this burden to keep going on, or whatever or whatever felt like a heavy load in this connection. They wanted to stop. They want peace. They want to move into calmer waters, maybe with you, or just move into calmer waters. And they feel that it's the right thing to do. So Taurus, that's what I have for you. I hope this resonates. As you know, general readings, they do not always resonate with everyone. Then again, if you like this reading, please comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post my next reading. I'll also put a link below of the extended of this reading where I'll go over how you both feel about the situation, what's in the near future for the two of you, how you see yourself, best case scenario, and what will happen between the two of you in the next few weeks. I'll also put a link below for personal readings if you'd like to try one of those. So, Taurus, thank you so very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that June is a beautiful month for you, and you stay safe. And I hope that you have a great day. Please come back and join me for the next Taurus reading, which will be in about another 4 or 5 days. If this did not resonate with you, maybe the next reading will. So, I can never say it enough. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope to see you at the next reading.